Alright, I'm bringing this series back, and I have a ton more cool games to show you all. Everything you're seeing can be wishlisted on Steam right now, and a few of them even have demos. So let's start things off strong. Witchbrook is a magical life sim where you take on the role of a witch in training attending Witchbrook College. There's no trailer yet, unfortunately, but there is broom flying, plant growing, friend making, and of course, spell casting. And it's all wrapped up in a charming isometric pixel art style. If you prefer a bit of a darker atmosphere, then look forward to using fire to light your way in Nocturnal. Explore a mysterious island and fight against the oppressive mist, which hides many secrets in this 2D side-scrolling adventure. Tokyo Stories uses a combination of pixel and 3D art to tell a series of overlapping stories set in an abandoned Tokyo. A girl wanders through the city in search of her best friend who suddenly disappeared without a trace. Want something a little more fast-paced? Project Feline is a super stylish parkour game which will have you running on walls, grinding on rails, and sliding down hills to build up momentum and traverse complex environments. Uncover the truth behind Gabby's feline abilities and find her lost family. In the Bookwalker, you play as a thief who has the ability to dive into different books and steal important items from them for your clients. The cool thing about this one is that you can travel between books and the real world and can use objects from one realm to solve problems in another. In Transmission, you're an overnight courier in an open world of chilled out synthwave vibes. Wake up at midnight, tune the radio to your favorite station, and drive. Deliver packages through the night until the long shadows of dawn call you back to your bed. I'm not quite sure what's going on in Repo Man, but it's an immersive sim, so therefore I'm immediately interested. Take on the role of a debt collector, track down clients, and discover schemes that'll make your skin crawl. And then relax with Fireside, a calm game about taking breaks on a long journey. Trade and talk at the campfire, rebuild your shrine with the energy you gathered, and invite friends you made along the way to visit you at your home. Frogmonster is the first game with a demo on this list, and I'd totally recommend it so you can go experience this creepy, swampy atmosphere for yourself. This is a Souls-like FPS with tons of critters to fight, bugs to eat, and a really awesome voxel world to discover. Continuing with this swampy theme, The Hungry Fly is a disturbing yet poetic tale of a fly on a mission to eat a mysterious rotten creature living in a bath. Next up is the only game on this list that has an actual release date. Sea of Stars is launching on August 29th. This is like one of those turn-based RPGs you played as a kid, but modernized to have better combat and cool parkour moves while still keeping that pixel charm. The Siege and the Sandfox combines two genres I love and that I don't think I've ever seen put together before: stealth and Metroidvanias. Sneak your way through a sandy kingdom in order to stop a deadly plot forming in its ruins. SPRAWL is another one of those retro FPS type games you've been seeing around, but they're making a comeback for a reason. This one's set in an endless cyberpunk megalopolis, and you've got a cybernetic implant guiding you through the city and giving you special powers. In Harmony, The Fall of Reverie, the fate of humanity is at stake. Use your gift of clairvoyance to see into the future and stop an apocalypse that threatens the balance between your world and the deities. DELIRIA is a bar located at the edge of time and space. If you're feeling lost, you might even find your true self there. Choose a drink, make friends with peculiar characters, and stay for the show of a lifetime. Vigilancer 2099 is a third-person cyberpunk bounty hunting game set in an isolated megabuilding. Enter the skin, soul, and mind of your Vigilancer as you fight to stay alive long enough to pay off your bounty. This next one stuck out to me because I used to work at my college radio station, although it definitely wasn't this creepy. In Killer Frequency, you play as a late-night radio host whose callers are being stalked by a mysterious killer. Solve puzzles, save lives, and run the switchboards because you never know who's listening. Gestalt, Steam, and Cinder combines tight 2D platforming with a twisting narrative and a handcrafted steampunk world, and it has a free demo available until April 9th that I'm gonna go download right now. I haven't really looked into Chessarama that much, but it's got a bunch of chess-inspired minigames that are all set on different themed boards. Looks like a chill time if you're into strategy stuff. Windrunners is a roguelike side-scroller dogfight game. What really drew my attention to this one was the art and the colorful backgrounds. And who doesn't like pixelated explosions? I'm gonna take a guess and say you've never seen a BMX Metroidvania before. Turbo Kid has you journey across a wasteland littered with scoundrels and creeps, and it's your job to kill them with your sweet tricks, or maybe just your laser blaster. Pepper Grinder is an action-packed 2D drilling adventure full of pirates and booty. Move through levels at high speeds and drill through enemies in search for your lost treasure. Akurra is not for the faint of heart. This puzzle game, which has a demo, takes place on a series of islands, and there's quite literally a secret around every corner here. And it's open world, so you can solve these puzzles at your own pace in whatever order you'd like. Star in the Hollow follows the story of a young girl, Kay, who finds herself alone in a giant cave with no memory of how she got there. Aided by a mysterious talking bird, she must find her way out of the cave and hopefully return to a family that she can't even remember. And last, but certainly not least, fight werewolves and vampires in a reality-shifting motel in El Paso elsewhere. Dive through barricades to escape the grasp of evil puppets. Destroy the villain you loved. All complete with an original hip-hop soundtrack. Thank you so much for sticking around with me to learn about all these awesome games. As you saw in the title, this is part 4, so you better get clicking if you missed the first 3 installments.